So in SAP, we have some methodology, SAP methodology, accelerated SAP. So which means, so normally we have started today is our first class. So to work on SAP, to work in SAP systems, first of all, we have to do the SAP installation. SAP application installation, we have to perform it here. To perform the application installation directly, we cannot go ahead and so do it in the organization. So there is a procedure we have to follow. There is a procedure for the there is a procedure we have to follow for the SAP implementations. This is called the SAP implementations. Why? Because sometimes we may get the SAP implementation work, sometimes we may get the SAP support work. So suppose if you get the SAP implementation, so then installations will come into the picture, SAP installation. So directly we cannot go ahead and do the SAP installations. So in this case, the first of all, so we have to do the, so for every implementation project, we may have to follow the SAP methodology rules we have to follow. SAP methodology rules. Why we have to follow these rules means to to build the successfully, to implement the successful project, to install the systems, to deliverables, roadmaps, documentations, recommendations, team structure, how many members we required, all kind of things that will be covered in the SAP methodology phases. That is called the SAP methodology phases here. So there are the total 5 phases. The SAP methodology consists of total 5 phases here. Theoretically, sometimes they may ask you this question. That's why I am explaining this is the first question here. So why? Because normally we are keeping like some people, they're keeping like 3 years, 4 years experience. We have some experience, right? So sometimes tomorrow, if we get the our interview question or some technical discussions with your manager, they may ask you. So if you want to go for the SAP implementation, there are some phases we have to follow, some rules. There are the five phases of the implementation we have to follow it here. Each phase they will provide the some roadmaps, some detailed planning, documentations, recommendations, and also implementation of SAP systems here. Each phase of process, at the end of the phase, each phases of process leads with the some quality check that helps to do monitor the deliverables, factors, control, criticals, team structures, everything we can do it here, right? So that is the agenda of the each and every phase. At the end of the phase, we have the some quality checks, some we are meeting the project deadlines. When is the project going to end? So the implementation projects here we have the two types of projects, sir. Before we go for this one, so we have the multiple projects in SAP here. Within the SAP, we have the projects. So what is the implementation projects? Sometimes if the new customers, if it's a new customer, so new customer. So suppose example, I am going to start the one food business. For my business, I need for my business, I need the one one application I required for the tracking the business, the orders and everything. I need the one application, right? So for that one, if I give this work to the one of the company, so they will start implementing the SAP systems, the functionality, scenario, strategy, everything. They will start implementing it here. For that one, the first they will follow the implementation methodology. Implementation methodology, they will follow it here. That is the for new customers, for new clients, for new projects. This implementation methodology is the very important, right? Then once the implementation is done, then that will go to the support work, means business live. The business will go to the live. Then that time onwards we will support it. So that is called the support projects. Few members, they will go to the support projects directly. Few members who are already experienced people, they will go to the implementation projects. So we have the implementation projects, that, and we have the support projects. Suppose you are doing the upgrade, then some people they will divide it like upgrade projects, then migration projects, then conversion projects, something like that, depends upon the use case they will double. But so these all are comes under the support. Support work means daily monitoring the SAP systems, issues, tracking, all those things will come under the support projects here. Implementation project means building the SAP systems here. So this SAP methodology is for the, so to work the support project, first of all, we should know, right, how to install the SAP systems and everything. So that's why first we are discussing about the installations of the SAP systems. To perform the installation, first of all, in the installation, we have the methodology that is called the, so SAP methodology. SAP methodology means, let me write it here, kind of accelerated methodology here. SAP methodology means accelerated. So accelerated SAP methodologies here. That is called the SAP methodology. Okay. So in this methodology, we have the total 5 pages here. In each page represent to the some specific activities here. First one is the project preparation activities. Project preparation activities here. So then the second one is called the business blueprint here. The third one is called the realization phase here, realization phase. The fourth one is called the final preparation activity. Then fifth one is called the go live activities and go live or support. Some people they will divide this go live into the one phase, and they will go for the sixth phase is called the support. So go live and go live support activities here. So I clubbed this two into the one phase here, right? So total we have the 5 phases in the SAP methodology, right? So what exactly we will do in the project preparation activities? What exactly we will do it in the project? So preparation activities, sorry. What exactly we will do it here? In the project preparation, the mainly the focus of the project preparation is initial planning, the preparation of the goals, the deadlines, timelines. So the scope, the clarity. First of all, project preparation means the mainly is the, so initial planning, the planning related activities, initial planning, how you want to go for the implementation planning, the scope, the clarity and the scope, what type of activities we have to perform it here. Then team establishment, definitely the team structure. So the people will start recruiting the people in the project preparations, building the commitments. So teams, code, project, consulting, all kind of activities, and also the sequence of activities will follow. So it kind of discussions, project preparation discussions here. So the mainly the project managers, the delivery team, so they will start it, they will involve in this case here, right? Our managers, project managers, so delivery managers, they will start involving in this project preparation activities here, right? It kind of team structure. Why? Because whenever a new project comes, immediately, so they will estimate it how many team members are required, right? Project preparation activities, sequence of what is our scope, what activities we have to do it here, how many systems we have to build it. So initial plannings. So it kind of planning related. That's why project preparation activities. So here they will start preparing the recruiting the people, building the team structures. So how they want to go, they will proceed it as per their organizational policy here, right? So the next one is the business blueprint here. Business blueprint here in the business blueprint. So what exactly? Here they will do it here in the business sprint. The aim of this phase is understanding the procedures, blueprint, procedures, understanding the support project here. The aim of this common understanding of the procedures, scenarios, detailed document containing all the requirements. So brainstorming sessions, initial meetings, then project revise, objectives, goal settings, schedule for each and every goal. Those things normally it kind of project entire blueprint documentation kind of mainly for the documentation. The mainly they will work on the documentation part in the initial time. Whenever you go for the any implementation project, the blueprint is very important here. The project blueprint means preparing the landscape diagrams, architectural diagram. Normally, here in our group, maybe if you are already working, normally you know, right? Documentation is very important. Normally, you have seen the architectural diagrams, right? Who will develop the during the implementation? So the people will start developing the documentation, detailed documentations, and also all the requirements, meetings. So all those things will happen here. Blueprint means whenever you go for any shopping mall, in the each and every floor or maybe in the near to left or outside is near to left, there is the shop floor related blueprint is available, right? Detailed information. In case of fire, where to go, how to go. There is a detailed documentation is available in the blueprint, right? So same as like here, the detailed documentations, initial meetings, those things will be scoped, those things will be discussed in the business blueprint here, right? So this and all we will not be involved here. Anywhere we will not be involved here, right? Why? Because here the higher people they will take care of all kind of work and everything here. Our work is only actual. If you want, they want to install it, we will install it. Then so that's it. But here, any phase we will involve, we will not involved here. Just for understanding purpose, I am discussing this one. So the next one is the realization phase here. So in the realization phase here, in this phase we have the in this phase we have to work on the builds, implementing the system installations, builds, implementing the all the business process requirement, project requirement here. So the project manager should attach the sign off from the stakeholders. So here all those things here, baseline preparations, scope, final configurations. So everything we will do it in the here. The realization phase is the very important here. Here we will do the implement means installations of the SAP system here. Installations like building the scenarios, building the functional team, they will build the scenarios here. Security team will create the security rules here. So the PMs, the project managers will get the sign off, from the stakeholders. So all kind of configuration activities they will perform in the creation phase. Maybe here we will be involved in this case here. In this phase, our basis team will be involved in this case here. Installations, right? Installations means installing the new SAP systems. Then post configuration activities. Then functional team, they will start creating the business process scenarios, requirement based upon the business requirement. This is a very long running phase here. Project managers will get the, should attach the sign off. Project manager should attach the sign off here. So baseline preparations. So scope, what is the scope here? All the kind of work they will so do it in the realization phase. That's why this is a very lengthy phase here. So then final preparation phase here. The final preparation phase means here final preparations means testing, test, testing, testing kind of activities here. Testing kind of activities. So testing kind of activities here, right? Final preparation, testing. So system management, system testing and system management related activities here. So this kind of activities, they will perform it here. System end user trainings, testing, training on the systems, how they want to use the systems, end users trainings, cutover activities, preparations here, cutover activities. So all kind of the major, all kind of stuff. So once they have successfully completion of the final preparation, then they are ready to begin the new system. Means they will go for the go live activities. They will go for the go live activities here. Okay, final preparation. testing preparation, testing related activities, system measurements, trainings, right? Cutover activities, all kind of work will be performed in the final preparation activities here, right? So just here, they will go for the testing. Why? Because here we will do the installation, scenarios, building, everything, sign off, stakeholder, everything we will get it out from here. But here in the final preparation, so testing will be performed. Why? Because we have done the installations, functional team will done the scenarios testing and everything. Here we will do the testing activities, system management, how we want to manage it, some sign offs, so successful testings, trainings to the end users, cutover activities, so everything is okay or not, load testing, performance testing, all kind of activities will be performed in the final preparation. This is also very important phase here, right? The next one is the go live and support here. Go live and support here. So go live and support is this here. Here is the actual journey starts. The go live activity here. Actual the business start using the your production systems. Business start using the systems here. Business start using the systems here in the go live. This phase is journey from the pre-production environment to the live system, live business operations here. The most critical element is poses here, production setup, monitoring, transactions, system performance, all kind of work here will be supported here. Go live means from this phase onwards, your production activities will start. Live business, live operations will start here. So which means from here onwards, your system should be supported by the 24/7 support. In case of your business is 24/7, 24/7 support. Then here some support, some monitoring we have to do it here, daily monitorings we have to do it in the systems. So we have to check the DB size, monitoring kind of DB size, monitorings of the systems, performance checking kind of monitoring, and also support team. Support team means we will hand over the project to the support team here. Support team handover means project handover to the support team here. So why? Because here once we hand over the system to the support team, from there onwards the people will start doing the daily monitoring activities. So transport imports, changes, development, issues fixing. Why? Because business will be live. Business will be live here. Means all the users business will start using your production system. From here up to here, no one will use. Why? Because we are creating the projects here. So from here onwards, they will start using the business and everything here. So in this case, that is the very important here. In this case, that is the very important here, monitoring performance. So here team is different here. Here up to here, one team will start working on it here. Then from here to, so some other team will work on it here, other company maybe, or same team maybe work on it here. Depends upon your agreement with the customer here, initial planning with the customer, support team sequence, that's what sign off, all those things here. So this is the, if you want to implement one project, these are the one order wise. See here, if you don't have these methodologies, these rules, then who will do what? There is no planning, there is no preparation activities, there is no documentations. So nothing is there, right? There is a sequence of activities also. We are not going to achieve this milestone also. If we don't have this one, we are not going to achieve the proper milestone also here. We are if we don't have this preparation activities, so we cannot say when the project is going to complete and everything here. Here we will meet the deadlines. If you follow this one step by step, we will meet the deadlines here. Okay, so that is the main thing of the SAP methodology. The advantage of the SAP methodology is covers the entire project life cycle. It will cover the entire project life cycle here. Project life cycle here. It will cover the entire project. So life cycle here from starting to ending. So it will cover everything here. Initial evaluation through the post project management. So transparent value, transparent. So transparently So from which phase, timelines, when it is going to complete, when we are going to start it, proper testing, trainings, everything will be covered here. Everything will be covered here. So that's why, so every organization, SAP recommended to follow the SAP methodology when they are going to implement the new business. They are going to start this one here. So here, here we are going to discuss about the, so first of all, here we are installations part. Why? Because it's purely our work here, right? So installations, then support work here, installations and support work here. So why? Because these are under our scope here, support. Sometimes nowadays, if you directly will go to the support work and you will start supporting the systems. Installations, it's kind of implementation methodology. We will do the installation. Normally, you will get chance or not. So no one sure here. You will get chance or not. So that we are not sure. If you are lucky guy, you will get the work, start working on the installations part. So, but you are the support person. You are the support person. Then if you are going to the support projects, then you will get the all the support work and everything. But in our class, we are going to discuss about the installations work, then support work as well. Okay, so that is the implementation methodology. Okay, any questions from anyone here?
So the
So, hi,
installations
this is
is
Venkat.
for the SAP applications.
Yes, SAP applications, databases, all kind of work we will do it here. All kind of
Okay.
things. So insta means infrastructure. Here teams building, as I told you, right? The team structure here. Team structure means here, the team structure here is like, so OS team, operating team, database team, network team, infrastructure, procure the hardware. So purchasing the hardware. So OS purchasing, licensing, all those things will happen here. So all those things, planning, scope, infrastructure, how much cost, budget, all those things, how many team members are required, each and every team, what are the teams here involved. So OS, network, then infra. So we have to procure the hardware we have to procure it. So data center we have to build it. So there are many things. That's why, so if you have the proper planning here, preparation, these all will come under the preparation activities, then documentations, all those things will go here. Here, major thing is installations are the major thing here. Why? Because without we do the installations, how the teams will go and do the testing scenarios, cutover, all those things, business will not be live. So installation is the major part here. So yeah, our first our work is the installations. So these documents, preparations, meetings, attending, everything, it's normally the people will do. So documentation workshops with the customers, the people like higher management people, sometimes they will also involve me, then we will also work on it. But here, this is the main installation is our pure support work. We have to do the installations as well.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Sir, what about you were talking about stakeholders, right? So, who they are and what about the
Yeah,
monitoring tools? Or do we have
yeah.
any option in the SAP to monitor the performance,
Yes,
or else
yes,
do we
yes.
need to do any other tool?
No. We have the SAP. SAP, we have everything is equipped. SAP means in the application itself, we have the, so transaction codes to monitor the systems, to monitor the system performance, how the system is behaving, how many users are logged in, what is the response time, what the users are doing, all kind of things we can monitor in the SAP itself. So yeah, we will discuss this. All will come from the support. So yeah, we will discuss all those things which comes in our classes in the means day-to-day classes. We will discuss all those things.
Okay, and what about the stakeholders? Who they are? Like, are we gonna? I'm like,
Yeah,
what is the objective of stakeholders?
stakeholders means maybe it's customers. Customers means who want to use the business, our business. They're the stakeholders means uh, and then they will place in the customer environment. Sorry. So means who wants to, no, the right word is stakeholder, some organization. It kind of some in my right in this sometimes it's kind of organization. They will start using the, So business, they will start using the business organization. So investors, partners, right? We have something like that. We have the stakeholders. Business stakeholders means sometimes the stakeholders may be called as the partners. Some investors who wants to for this project funding under investors. Maybe some customers also comes under the stakeholders sometimes here. Some internals, this company who are directly or financially involved in this operation, these projects here. In this board members, directors, donors, investors, so project manager, those will comes under the stakeholders. So in the stakeholders also we have the internal stakeholders. Internal stakeholders in the company, suppose like XYZ company. In the XYZ company, so that company is responsible for funding, for your getting the salaries, funding, everything, building budget, everything. So those are they are the internal stakeholders here. The company who are directly or financially involved in their operations. Example, project managers, board of directors, donors, investors. So they're investing in the company to build your systems. So to build to successfully go live. For your business, they are building here. For your business, they are investing some amount here, right? Shares some amount. So those are the stakeholders here. So external stakeholders mean outside of the organizations here. Suppose example, customers, shareholders, suppliers, so some governments. So these are the suppliers, supplying here, stakeholders. So some suppliers, they will supply the some materials to the, suppose you are in the product based company, in your factory, they are just the company means they are not only one person, right? They are the multiple people. Some suppliers, they will supply the some materials to your company. Your company will prepare that one. Those are suppliers, right? Suppliers. So custom, it comes to some meanings will be changed. Some communities, suppliers, helpers, shareholders. Some people, you have the low budget. That time some shareholders, they will shares. So suppose you don't have that much of money, then you will sold the shares and everything, right? So that kind of comes under the stakeholders here, business stakeholders. So some internal stakeholders, internal means managers, board of directors, donors, investors. So external stakeholders means suppliers, shareholders, not the stakeholders, shareholders. So those will help to the company to meet the objectives. These all the stakeholders will help to company to do the so strategic objectives, experience, necessary materials to the resources. So right decision making of the company. Suppose you want to shut down the business, then who will give the sign up? Will you directly will go and will you approach? If you approach your manager will come to the client, customer. Customer means stakeholders, the stake objectives here. The stakeholders, the primary role is to help the company to meet the objectives. Objectives here. So the party who invest their company and either the affected by the business, they're the primary stakeholders, investors, employees, customers. These all are comes under the stakeholders word. Maybe higher
Sure, thank you,
officials,
sir. Yeah.
higher officials may give them more examples. Why? Because maybe managers who are in that respective word, who are in the stakeholders that respective positions, so they can give more information on the stakeholders as well. Why? Because they are the main person, they are investing, right? So they're putting some amount and everything, the finance, everything, right? So their decision is very important here. Their decision is very important here. So why? Because for each and every business, their decision is very important here. So that's why I mentioned like stakeholders. Anyone?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So this is the project preparation activities here. So when it comes to the installation work, the theoretically no one asks questions as in nothing, it's not part of our scope also. Just for your understanding purpose, I explained that SAP methodology for better understanding purpose, right? So mainly our first topic is the SAP installations. So for SAP installation means we have to build the new system here, new SAP system here. Without building the new system, how the people will go and will do the work in the SAP systems? It's not possible, right? It's not at all possible here. So building the SAP system is very important here. So how they can build it? What we how they means we how the basis team here basis team will start involving in the installations work here. So for installing the SAP systems here, first of all, we should know about the first of all, we should know about the requirements here, what we required here to install the any application. Suppose you want to install the one media player on your laptop, what you required? You required the one of the OS, network, right? Space, RAM, then software, all those things are you required, right? To use the media player, you need all those things here. Same as like here, to install the SAP systems, we have to we have to we have to so provide the, we have to gather the hardware requirements. First of all, hardware requirements here, hardware requirements. So hardware requirement means it will come under the what type of operating system you required, right? What type of database you required, what is the network, right? How much RAM you required, how much space you required, right? So these are the things will comes under the hardware requirement. Then software requirements. Software means what are the softwares we required here, what are the softwares we required. So all those things will come under the here in this picture here, all those things will come under in this picture here, right? So here OS SAP can be installed on any operating system, can be installed on any operating system, which means either the Windows Server Edition or non-Windows as well. Non-Windows means your Unix, Linux, Linux, so whatever it may be. So AX, these all are comes under the non-Windows systems here. So SAP application software, we can install on the any operating systems. Okay, that is clear. Also, any DB is fine here. So any DB means what are the databases we have in the markets? SQL Server, Oracle, MaxDB, Sybase, and HANA. So, and DB2 and the etc. So any database is fine here to install. Means our application software, definitely DB is important here. As we discussed yesterday, so here, so SAP will depend on the basement. Basement is called the how the house, what the house will depend on the basement. Here also, SAP will depend on the database here. Without database, SAP will not be available, will not be there. That's why we will discuss about the HANA database here, right? So SAP. So we can install on the any database, any operating system is fine here. So what type of network we require? Network bandwidth. What type of network means is you require the Airtel or ACT, that is not the network. Network bandwidth here. So SAP recommends we go for the 1 Gbps per second. So it's kind of, I can say like better network, good network. We should go to the good network bandwidth here. So 1 Gbps here. So RAM, how much RAM is required for SAP here? So for SAP systems, we don't. So here normally we can go for the either rough estimation of the RAM, either SAP Quick-Sizer tool here. Quick-Sizer tool for the RAM estimation, how much memory we required here. Quick-Sizer tool here for RAM estimation. How much size we required here. So this is the what we required here. This is the thing we required here. RAM estimation. SAP Quick-Sizer tool is the one of the web-based tool. We can estimate we can get the how much RAM we required. So how much space we required, all the information we required. Generally, so for a 16 GB RAM memory is required, 16 GB, minimum 16 GB is required for RAM here. So for the space minimum 250 GB space, free space is required here, free space. SAP application does not require terabytes of data and everything. HANA is required. HANA time we'll discuss more on the how to get the RAM size and space. So, but SAP you don't require much space and everything here. Multiple SAP systems we can install it here. So, if it's the training purpose, in the 8 GB also we can install the SAP system here. So that's why if I tell the 8 GB, in the tomorrow also you will tell the same figure to the during the interview point of time also. That's why I told you 816 GB, minimum 16 GB is required here, right? 32 GB for the production, 16 GB for the SAP applications, non-production systems like that here, right? So here, so these are the hardware requirement. SAP Quick Sizer tool. Also there is a tool SAP provided that is called the SAP Quick Sizer tool here. SAP Quick Sizer tool. So this is the Quick Sizer tool here to estimate the how much RAM you required, how much hardware requirement, such as how much memory, how many CPUs, what is the space, network, all kind of information you will get here, Quick Sizer tool here. So here we need to go to the Quick Sizer tool. We need to go to the Quick Sizer tool here. Then, so here we have to go to the Quick Sizer. Then, so HANA based or non-HANA based Quick Sizer, or you are going to the database, HANA database or non-HANA database, or what database you are going to implement it, suppose like non-HANA. So then select it. Then we can fill the here it will ask the user ID and password here. To log into the SAP, there is a user ID is required. We have to do it here. Otherwise, rough estimation, we can take it out. We can install the SAP applications. Then tomorrow, if any memory issues, we can simply uplift. We can do the uplift option here. So SAP we can install. So here one thing, hardware requirements is fine here. One thing I would like to mention here, we can install on the on-prem, means our own data centers here, or in the cloud. The cloud also we can install the SAP systems here. Cloud also, we have the cloud nowadays, everything is on the cloud, means the cloud providers, they will provide you the infrastructure, which means, so your CPUs, memory, hardware, network, everything they will provide in the cloud infrastructure. So we can use all those things here, space and the ETC tools for monitoring tools, everything here. So directly we can check we can procure we can take the subscription of the cloud, then we can install our SAP system on in the cloud missions here. So which means we don't require to build the one own place here, then separate data center, separate room, separate data center, separate procure all those things here. Everything we are taking the rent from the cloud here. That is called the cloud here. Means we are taking the rent. What is the difference between the on-prem and cloud? Means on-premise, it's our own data center, our own infrastructure, our own CPUs. We are paying the amount. We are getting by our own memory, hardware, everything is in our premises, our on premises here. Cloud means it's not in our premises here. It's in in other premises, just in the remotely we are accessing their CPUs. We are taking the rent of the CPU, memory, hardware. Suppose the example, if you want to plan a restaurant business, what you are doing? So what you have to do previously, we have to go for, we have to build, we have to choose the one space. In that space, we have to build we have to construct the house. There we have to change the names, construction permissions, everything. It will take very lot of time here. But cloud means you have already, there is a restaurant is there, just you have purchased that restaurant, taking the rent, then you are working directly. You are started the business from tomorrow onwards. Today you have chosen the restaurant, you have purchased it. Tomorrow onwards you are starting your business, right? But if you want to construct your home, so that will take some time, right? Minimum 1 year, 2 years it will take. But you want to start immediately, then you are taking the rent, the infrastructure, everything you are taking the rent here. Then you are using here for this business. That is the cloud concept here. Just remember that word. So it's not our own words. You are just paying the amount for taking the rent of here, CPUs, memory, hardware, space, and etc. here. Just you are paying the amount for them. Here you don't need to pay any amount for them. Why? Because you are already invested some amount to get the get the RAM, memory. It kind of your own laptops, rented laptops, and your own laptops here. That's the best example here. Okay. So that is the SAP installation. To do the SAP installation, OS should be ready, database, we have to download network, RAM, how much RAM, space. So these are all the requirements we have to gather it. Simply we can directly, suppose if you want to download one media player, directly go to the Google. Directly go to the Google and we will do the installations here, right? It's not like that here. Here, what we have to do? So they have to directly go and download the media player, something like that. We will use it here. Here, there is a one preparation activities we have to perform. So here OS, SAP OS, what type of OS? Why? Because it's a business software. It's a live business we are going to do. So that is the purpose. Carefully we need to plan the all those things here. Carefully we have to plan what type of OS, database, network, RAM. Why? Because if you install one time, then we should not face any issues in the real-time business. If you face once the business go live is done, so then you have properly not done the installation, you are properly not done the all those things here. Then once the go live is during the live operations, now I am trying to book the one ticket in the IRCTC, the system will go down. Then there is a business loss, right? So that is the one thing here. So go live means that the project is went live. Then people start booking the orders and everything here. People start booking the orders, tickets, whatever they want, depends upon the business. They will start doing everything here. If you are not properly planned your application, you are using the less memory, then whenever you book the ticket, trying to book the ticket, system will be slow. Site will be slow. It's very slow. Then it will be down sometimes. Then the business will get the negative feeling. Oh, always the site will be the down. Why should I book the tickets here? I will go to the another site. Then their business is going down, right? So that's the impression we should not get. That's why that is the reason when you are planning this hardware requirements, you have to carefully plan all those things here. So you have to use the brand new hardwares, brand new operating systems, brand new databases. Everything should be the new. So if you choose the low quality hardwares, definitely it will fail, right? So that's why when you're planning the hardware requirement for your live business, we should not compromise about the pricing. So we should check the life. That is the very important here. So that's why properly we have to plan the hardwares and everything here. Okay. So that's it for the today. So tomorrow